This is Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Titanium Yoga Gen 1 review. Lenovo offers two standard models of this laptop, one priced at £166,999 and the other at £185,999, both inclusive of VAT. The cheaper model is powered by an Intel Core i5-1130G7 processor, while the more expensive model, reviewed here, incorporates an Intel Core i5-1140G7 processor. Hardware customization is limited to storage, with only a 1TB SSD optional. The X1 Titanium Yoga Gen 1 is undoubtedly inspired by the MacBook, and its elegant design is reminiscent of popular Cupertino designs. However, the rest of the system feels plastic, even though some of its panels are aluminum. In this case, however, the screen is able to rotate nearly 360 degrees, enabling it to be used as both a tablet and a tent, depending on how the design is used. However, in tablet mode, cooling vents on the underside would be blocked, leaving the lower chassis with no place to place exhaust vents. And with the spine now fully utilized, only the sides remain as ports. The X1 Titanium Yoga was designed to have very few ports, with only a power button, a security lock slot, and a 3.5mm headphone jack on the right. On the left, there are two USB-C ports, one of which serves as a charging port. Anyone using USB peripherals such as external storage or a mouse will need to purchase a USB-C hub or docking station. The reason for the lack of USB-A port is that it's only 7.5mm thick, and since a USB Type-A connector is 4.5mm, the edges around the USB Type-A receptacle would be too thin to survive much usage. Considering the high cost of this item, a simple USB-C to USB-A adapter should have been included. As soon as the lid is opened, one can view a 13.5-inch screen with a 3:2 aspect ratio and relatively narrow borders on the sides. This small border area may pose a problem with touch controls, but it appears to have been calibrated by default so that it does not cause a problem. The keyboard has large, well-spaced keys and the red nipple control for those who do not feel that using one causes finger joint pain. Unfortunately, there is no numeric pad available, and the function keys are half the size of standard keytops, for no apparent reason. The fingerprint sensor is also placed above the keyboard, where most people would expect the power button to be, and not below it. In our review, the X1 Titanium Yoga system was equipped with an Intel Core i5-1140G7 processor, a new generation Tiger Lake 10nm chip released in Q1 of 2021. There are 4 processor cores and 8 threads on this chip, with a clock speed of 1.8 GHz and turbo speeds of 4.2 GHz. The critical aspect of this design isn't how much cache it has or what extensions it has, but rather the fabrication process, which is the 10nm superfin process. The previous Intel 10nm process did not deliver the expected advantages over the 14nm chips it has been using for the past 6 years, and the superfin process does address those issues. Due to the reduced die size, there is also more space for a better GPU, the Iris-C graphics core, and more cache. The ability to achieve more while consuming less power is also advantageous for battery life. Lenovo provided this system with a 4-cell battery that offers a claimed battery life of 10.9 hours, based on testing with MobileMark 2018, allowing it to operate for the duration of a typical working day. The display is probably the first feature users will notice, featuring a 13.5 inches 2256 by 1504 screen with Dolby Vision, which has a brightness of 450 nits. This may seem like an odd resolution, but the color reproduction and contrast on this IPS technology panel are excellent, and it's bright enough to be able to read in bright sunlight.